Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is crop production and management, we were talking about the different agricultural practices. If we discuss about the agricultural practices, students, we have seen that there are the different points, different steps that we will use, that we should use for the agricultural practices. And for that, if we see, the first one is the preparation of the soil. Second one is the sowing of the seed, selection or sowing of the seed. Third one, addition of a manure and fertilizer. Fourth one, proper irrigation. Fifth one is the weedicides, removing of the weeds, so absolutely weedicides. Then harvesting, and finally storage of the grains are really important. So these are some of the practices, these are some of the points that we should implement for an agriculture practices. If we start with the first one, students, so the first agriculture practice is the preparation of a soil. Okay, this is the first agriculture practice, that is preparation of the soil. Whenever we start with that of preparing the soil, we had seen that first of all we will do plugging, then we will do this leveling one, and then after manuring is also there. So we have understood the method of the plugging. Basically, the method of a plugging is done with the help of a plug, and here this is used in order to lose turning or loosening of the soil is called as the plugging. So with the help of plug, with the help of hoe, or even with the help of a cultivator, we will see what it is, but we should understand that is. So if you see, student, that what are the importance of that of a plugging. So we have seen here the importance of the plugging is, first of all, while loosening the soil, that will help in the proper or deep penetration of the roots, and this will help the root to get firmly attached with that of the soil. Okay, so this is the first benefit or first importance of that of the plugging. Then we have seen the second one. The second one is that if the soil is properly loosed, then what happens? It will allow more space for the microbes or for the worms so that they can grow. And you know that they are farmers' friend. So they will also help in increasing the fertility of the soil, and that is very good for the soil as well as for the crops. Third one is that if the soil is properly loosed or turned soil, then this will consisting of lot of air in it and help in the respiration of the plant. So proper respiration also can take place if the soil is loose. Then we can also say that that will also help in mixing the manure and the fertilizer very easily if the soil is properly loosed. Then we can also say that while plugging, what happened? The soil which was at the bottom may be consisting of lot of nutrient. So that is supposed to come at the top level, and ultimately this will be further used by the plant. Okay, so these are some of the things which we can say are good or the beneficial or benefits of that of the plugging. Now, the plugging can be done with the help of different agricultural implements, and these can be plug itself, hoe or cultivator. Now, let us move on and see what is plug, what is hoe and what is cultivator. So, if we talk about plug, students, when you look at the plug, you will find it is a shape of a roughly triangular shape, which basically made up of wood and iron, and it consisting of a plug shaft. Okay, so we can write it that first point is usually made up of iron and wood. Usually made up of iron and wood. The second point here, students, that we can write that it consisting of a log of wood called plug shaft. Okay. Okay, long log of wood that is called as plug shaft, as well as it consisting of a triangular shape and iron string that we call as plug share. Okay, so triangular iron strip consisting of a triangular iron strip called plug share. So one is plug shaft and plug share. So we can say that basically this plug, it is made up of iron and wood, or this plug is made up of a plug shaft and plug share. Okay. Now how it is used, students? So it is either pulled by the man itself, by the farmer itself, or with the help of the animals, or with the help of the tractor. So basically it is pulled by the animal, by bullock, in the form of a bullock cart you can say, as well as on a larger scale it is also, this plug is also used in the tractor. It is fitted with the tractor and plugging can be done. So this is the first agriculture implement, student, and that is called as plug, and here plug is. So this is the first agriculture implement, student, and that is called as the plug. Now moving on, and we will see the next agriculture implement, which is also used for the process of the plugging, and that is called as hoe. So you see, we have seen here that plug is what? It is consisting of a plug share, or it consisting of a plug shaft. One is made up of wood, one is made up of a iron strip. Okay, so collectively both of them help in making the plug. So the second one is the hoe, student. Hoe. Hoe, you have seen, that is also made up of iron and wood. So basically it also consisting of a long log of a wood and a blade like a structure which is present at the bottom, you can say, of this wood. Ultimately that will help, this sharp edges of the of that iron will help in the process of the plugging. So we can write here that it is also having a long log of wood, long log of wood, or even sometimes people they use iron rod also instead of using that of the wood. Okay, but it is always either a long log of wood is there or an iron rod is there. Then at the bottom you will find that a strong and bent plate. A strong and bent plate of iron is fixed at one end. Okay. This acts like a blade. So this is, student, this is the second kind of a agriculture implement. There, in case of a plug, we have seen that is also made up of a wood and an iron strip. Here also it is made up of a wood and iron, and here it basically consisting of a long log of a wood or an iron rod, and a strong and a bent plate is there that is made up of iron, and which consisting of a sharp edges, and this will help in the process of a plugging. So this is the second type of a agriculture implement. Now moving on, and we will see the next or the last type of a agriculture implement that will help in the process of plugging, and that we will call as cultivator. This is the last one, and that is cultivator. Cultivator. What happened in case of the cultivator, student? It is also a kind of a popular plugging tool which is basically fit with that of the tractor, and then it is used in plugging process. So we can say that it consisting of multiple blades. Okay, consisting of multiple blades, and sometimes what happened, it is driven by tractor. So it is basically fitted with the tractor and driven with that of the tractor. So what happened with that, student? If we compare this with that of the hoe or with that of the plug, cultivator first of all consisting of a multiple blade. Okay, we can also say that plug we will also fit with that of the tractor and cultivate it. Absolutely we can do, but that does not consisting of a multiple blade. So the good thing about the cultivator that it consisting of a multiple blade, so that will help in plugging a lot of area easily. And second thing, that it is fitted with the tractor and driven by the tractor. So this will also help in saving the time. So you can see that this will help in saving the labor and time. So we can also write it. Okay, so it helps in saving labor and time. So these are what, student, these are the three type of the agriculture implement that we will use for the process of the plugging. So we have understood, till now we have understood here one thing, and that is the process of plugging. Moving on, and we will see the next type of a thing that we will do after plugging, and that is, student, leveling. Now here the question arises that what is the need of the leveling? Why we used to do the process of the leveling? Leveling. Basically what happens, students, sometimes after plugging, the soil or the field is not even. Okay, it is very uneven. And not only this, it consisting of a lump of the soil which we call as a crumbs. So crumbs of a soil is also there. So what will happen if suppose in such a case, if you will provide water to it, or you start sowing the seed, so very uneven distribution of the water will also occur. So it will be much better that we will level the field after plugging it in order to remove the crumbs which is present in it, as well as that will also help in giving or helping the evenly distribution of the water. So we can write it that the crumbs, which is, what is the need of this leveling? The crumbs which is formed after plugging, after that of the plugging student, after plugging should be removed by the process of leveling. By the process of leveling. Okay. So, the importance of leveling is helps in removing the crumbs present in the field. Second one, helps in evenly distribution of water in the field. Okay, so it also help in the evenly distribution of the water in the field, that is a leveling. So you see student, we have seen here that how we can prepare that of the soil, first of all by the process of the plugging, and second one by the process of the leveling. So this is the first agriculture practices. Now moving on, and we will going to see the selection and sowing of the seed. Okay. This is the second agriculture practices. Selection and sowing of the seeds. Okay. That is an important one, because when we are saying of sowing of the seed, so I hope you have understood sowing of the seed, but selecting the seed, absolutely, before sowing we should select that what kind of a seed is required, what kind of a seed that we should choose. Okay, so selection and sowing of seeds. Okay, selection and sowing of seeds. Okay, sowing and selection of the seed. So what kind of a seed that we should select before sowing it? So while selecting, the thing that we should keep in our mind, that is the seed should be healthy, it is of a good quality, and it should be resistant or free from any disease. Okay, so we can say that after the process of a plugging, it is very important for us to select the good seed, and the seed that we select is the seed that we will select should be disease free, good quality, it should be of good quality, and finally it should be healthy. So if a seed is there which is healthy, which is good quality, and which is free from any kind of disease or resistant to that of the diseases, such kind of a seed we should select it, because that will give us a good amount of a good quality of crops to us. What will happen if suppose you will take or you will select an unhealthy seed or a diseased seed or not a good quality of the seed, so that will not provide a good amount of a good quantity of a crop to us. Okay, so it is important that while selecting we should keep all these things in mind. for the seeds. And then we will continue with the next process, and that is sowing of the seed. Okay, what is the sowing? What is the meaning or what is the definition of the sowing? So we can write it here, student. That is the process of putting seed in the soil. The process of putting seeds. The process of putting seeds in the soil or into the soil for the growth of the crop is called sowing. That is called as the sowing of the seed. Okay, so the process of selecting and the process of putting the seed into the soil in order to growth of the crop is called as sowing. While sowing, we should keep some of the few points in our mind. What is that? That the first one, that seed should be put deep into that of the soil. So let me write it that what are the different points that we should always keep in our mind while sowing the seed. So we have understood here the first point, and that is the selection of the seed, and now we will try to understand that how we should do the sowing of the seed, students. So the first point that we should keep in our mind, and that is the seed should be sown at a proper depth. Seeds should be sown in a proper depth. It should be sown in a proper depth. And the reason for sowing it in a proper depth, because whenever we will sow in it a proper depth, sufficient or a good amount of air, water, humus will be, or moisture will be present or will be get by that of the seed itself. So we can say that why the seed should be sown in a proper depth, students, in order that this ensures proper supply of air, water and nutrient to the crops. Okay, so seed, it should be sown in a proper depth because it will help in giving air, water and nutrient to that of the soil. So this is the first point that we should keep in our mind while sowing a seed. The second thing that we should keep, that not only the proper depth, but we should always keep a proper distance between two seeds. Okay, so seeds should be sown in a proper distance. It should be sown in a proper distance, okay, from one another. Okay, so it should be shown in the proper distance from one another. So what will happen, that if we will sow it in a proper distance, students, this will help in preventing the overcrowding of the seeds. You see that if we will sow seeds at a proper distance, they will get the sufficient amount of air, sufficient amount of space. So we can say that this will help in preventing overcrowding. So it is important for us overcrowding. So it is important for us not only we should consider the proper distance and proper depth, but we will see that they should be at a good distance from each other, which will help in removing the overcrowding. So these are the two things that we should keep in our mind while sowing a seed. So first one, we have selected the seed. The second one, we are sowing the seed, but we had kept something in the mind before sowing it. Now, how we will sow the seed, students? So either by drill method or manually. Okay, so we can use any of the method of the sowing of the seed. So let me write it. That is, it can be done manually or drill method. So first of all, we will try to understand the manual method, that how with this method we can sow the seeds. So basically what happens, student, the traditional method by which we manually spread or sow the seed is broadcasting. Broadcasting is basically the spreading of the seeds to that particular field. Okay, so we can write it broadcasting. What happened in case of a broadcasting, student? So in this method, or we can say it involves scattering. It involves scattering. It involves scattering of seeds in the soil. Of seeds in the soil by hand. So you have seen, student, the farmer, they used to take all the seeds and with the help of the hand they used to spread it, they used to scatter it. But you see, this is the broadcasting method, and this is what this is done by the man itself. So we will include it into the manual method. But there are a lot of drawback is there in case of a broadcasting method. What happened? Sometimes, most of the times while using this method, the grains or the seeds are not properly or evenly distributed into the field. Okay, so somewhere the more amount of a seed is there some places, and some place there is no seed at all, or very less amount of a seed is present there. So broadcasting method is having this drawback. So let us see that what are the disadvantage of this broadcasting method, student. So we can write it here. That is, the first one is not evenly distributed. Obviously, if it is scattered with the help of the hand, so it is not properly distributed, it is not evenly distributed. Okay. Second one, students, that we can write it here, that it can be eaten up by that of the birds. Can be eaten up by birds. Okay, it can be eaten up by birds. And not only this, but they may not be sown at the depth. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the disadvantages of the method of broadcasting, in which that if it is not properly sown, student, in the depth, it will not going to receive the good amount of water, air and moisture, and if it is not evenly distributed, there will be lot of overcrowding, and this will also hampers the growth. Okay, and finally can be eaten by the birds, so it can be destroyed. Okay, so we can say that when we are using this manual method, broadcasting method is done by the hand itself by scattering the seeds with the help of the hand, but they consisting of a lot of disadvantages. Okay, so this is the broadcasting method.